How do you end separation with your twin flame? Well, first of all, you got to get out of the addictive energy of them, like being addicted to them. And it's really hard when you're going through the obsessive thinking of them constantly. You know, the mind is just going, crazy. You can't stop thinking about them. And that's just naturally happening, right? There's no control over that. Um, it's going to stop when it stops, right? And then you'll wake up and you'll realize what you were doing, and you'll start to know your worth. You'll realize that you were chasing after this person and putting them before you, before yourself. And the moment you realize that, there will be no more chasing after them. You'll know your worth. And eventually, they will probably come back. And by the time they come back, they're going to be that person that is going to value you as much as you value yourself, because you're going to be at a place of being authentically who you are and not settling for the fuckery, basically, for the in and out avoidant energy that they were showing you. But it takes time, you guys. Don't be hard on yourself. There's no amount of teachers that you can listen to or talk to that are going to get you to that place. You have to get there on your own. And you will. You will. Don't think that you're not. You will. Sometimes it takes longer for others than, you know what I mean? Some people take longer than others to get to that point, but it will happen. I'm here to tell you that. It will happen. There are no classes that you're going to be able to take or teachers you're going to go through that is going to get you to that point. But it helps. It helps to listen to others that have gone through the experience and have made it out, just like you will. It does help. I put out a lot of videos to let people know, like, look, you will get to a point where you're not going to care anymore, one way or the other, whether they come back or not. But sometimes it takes time for, it takes longer for other people, and some people it doesn't, It took a long time for me to get to that point. And when I finally did, I didn't even realize that I was at that point until he actually came back. And when he came back, it was weird because it threw me off. And I kind of fumbled a little bit. But see, I feel like it's a test, because they come back to see if they still got it or not. And then, if they feel like they do a little bit, just a little inkling, they'll start to pull that shit again on you. They'll start to do the runner, start avoiding you, and all that. And I think for me, I fumbled a little bit, and he started to pull his shit. But then I realized what I was doing, and I picked myself back up, right? And dusted my shoulders off and went back to not caring, and it wasn't like a caring of like, oh, let me show him. It was more like knowing my worth type of caring, like, oh, we're not going to do this. You can go play your game somewhere else, because I really just don't have the time or the energy for that, because I know my worth and I love myself too much to be chasing after you type of energy. And when he realized that is when he came back for good. and never left. He hasn't left. You know, he's still around, and I feel like he's just, you know, hanging in there. It's just matching my energy because he can feel that I'm not at a place. I feel this. I'm just, this is what I'm just. I can't really speak for him, but this is what I'm getting off of it. I feel like he feels like she doesn't, she doesn't care whether I run or not, you know. And I don't know if he's even thinking like that. I just think he's just trying to keep up with me. Really, that's what I've noticed. He just tries to keep up with me. There isn't, I feel safe with him. I honestly feel like I know he ain't going nowhere, type of shit. You know what I mean? There's like a safeness there, you know. And even if he did go, I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. But that hasn't even been a thought in my mind. I think because I don't care, you know. It's hard to explain really, honestly. It's hard to express where I'm at with I just know that I'm me and I'm just being authentically myself and I'm just doing me at the end of the day, and if a man wants to come and compliment that, meet me where I'm at with that, then okay. Okay. So I'm just here to tell you guys that you will get to that point. It will happen. When? I don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that your twin flame is going to come back once you know your worth and you're being authentically you and blah, 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 blah. Because they may not. I don't know. Someone else may step in and and match you and match your energy. You know what I mean? Um, I can't speak for other people, but from what I've noticed from with others, that their twin flame came back when they have moved on. Actually, their twin flame came back once they moved on and was standing in their truth and knowing their worth and just kind of doing, wasn't gonna settle with the bullshit. They just moved on from it all. It's what I've noticed. Um, but there are other twin flamers out there that are doing whatever they can to make it work with their twin flame. And they're still dealing with the avoidant energy. Like they're trying not to fuck up, basically. So that their twin flame doesn't run from them. And to me, that's not knowing your worth. That's you settling and putting up with the bullshit and letting them just do whatever they want, walk all over you. And you will find some people out there that are still dealing with that. And a lot of teachers out there that are dealing with it. I've noticed it. And they're out here teaching people and trying to show them how to come into union and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're misleading these people because you're not even 100% in it. And you're trying to teach people how to be in it. It's just, yeah. So be careful out there on who you listen to. Honestly, be careful. But yeah, so there you go.